Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Night 6 of the B1 Climax. Here, Ring the Bell Wrestling. I am, of course, Excalajess, and today I'm joining you with some breaking news. If you did not see, just about an hour ago, Paige and San Annie are both out of the tournament for different reasons. Paige has officially walked out of the tournament and will be replaced in San Annie after suffering the injury of what we believe was by K-Storm, now unconfirmed due to lack of video evidence. Either way, she cannot continue with a series of broken ribs and I believe a fractured wrist as of right now. We'll hopefully get to see more of her as the season continues. However, tonight they will both be replaced by new upcoming Ring the Bell Wrestling superstars. And we're going to see one of them right now in action. Yes, that's right, folks. We're going right into it. Because it is... Oh, wrong image. Nope. There we go. It is Casey Joe taking on Cora Reeves in her debut here in Ring the Bell Wrestling. And here we go. After her break last week, it's time to see her back in action. Casey Joe, welcome back, of course. We're going to do a quick little look here at the Block A and Block B. Of course, we're going to have to switch some stuff around. All this stuff is pretty new. What I'm being told is that Cora Reeves is taking over Paige and while San Annie... No, it's backwards. San Annie... Wait, no. Paige is taking over... Cora Reeves is taking over for Paige. Erie is taking over for San Annie. So we will be updating that as the night goes on. But folks, let's meet our first new member of Ring the Bell Wrestling. There she is, Cora Reeves coming out of Philly. One of the top prospects in the world of pro wrestling. We saw a little bit of her over in other promotions going throughout the country, and now she has come for her debut in Ring the Bell, taking the place of Paige and Yeah, some would say just in time. Indeed, Cora Reeves now jumping in on a huge opportunity here to take up where Paige left off. Unfortunately for Cora, Paige has only left 2 points. And I think this is a perfect time to try to dive in to what we can explain for the scoring. But before I do that, you know I have to throw up the poll. Who do you guys think is walking away with 2 points tonight? Do you think it's Casey Joe gonna try to pad her stats? Or is Cora Reeves in her debut already looking good right there with that nice discus forearm shot? Do you think she's going to walk away? Feel free to type the number in the chat to the right of the screen. And yes, that's right. Cora Reeves taking the place, breaking news, taking the place of Paige and our world champion on the women's side. And basically what's happening, we're going to erase Paige's name and put Cora's in. It's as simple as that. She's going to transfer over all of the points to her. Unfortunately, it's only 2. And it's the same thing for who will be replacing San Annie in our next matchup. But Cora Reeves basically picking up only 2 points. She can make it to 6, which will get her into second place. Able to qualify. It might be a bit of an uphill battle, and she's going to have to rely on Erie coming in and losing her final 2 matches. But either way, We'll see what happens. Both women hopping in with incredible opportunities. And there it is. A nice full Nelson chokeslam there from the powerful Casey Joe. And a Northern Lights on the outside. Welcome to everybody tuning in to Night 6 of the B1 Climax. If you want to catch any of the previous episodes, feel free. They're all up on YouTube. They go up just moments after the show ends over on our YouTube channel at Ring the Bell Wrestling. And Cora kicking out of that cover there at 1. Casey Joe using her power. Now, if we go back to Block A standings, Casey Joe has 4 points. And she did have her bye last week, which means she has a bit of an upward. She's got to be fighting from under for the rest of it. But her only 2 opponents left, believe it or not, Paige and Ferna. Well, obviously this matchup, and Kay Storm, who is at a center of controversy of her own. Those are 2 matches I believe Casey has a good shot of winning. Although, you have to think that Casey came in tonight preparing for Paige and Fernum. Preparing for the champ, and now she's going to get Cora Reeves. We have announced that Cora Reeves will be debuting in Ring the Bell Wrestling earlier on. She is booked for the Slammy Awards to be in her debut against, I'm trying to grab that graphic right now to try to remind myself who that is. As we continue on the offense on the outside, she will be facing the Sultan at the Slammy Awards. But now it looks like we're going to get an early taste of Cora Reeves and what she can do in the ring. There you go, another Northern Lights suplex to Reeves. Reeves now, Irish whip over into the ropes. Thought I was going to launch her up. Was looking for it, trying to come back in. Casey Joe has her up and into Snake Eyes on the top rope. Is that going to be it? Across the throat? No. You saw that she bounced her throat off that top rope and then got the forearm on it in the cover. Just trying to cut off that oxygen going to the brain. And making it harder for Cora to breathe. Obviously, when you can't breathe, you can't fight. That's pretty easy for sure. Now, Casey Joe looking to keep the momentum going. She has picked up 2 huge victories out of her 4 matches so far. There we go, choke bomb, no, countered into an arm drag. Cora back in control, and a nice running knee strike into the cover, hook of the far leg, and Casey Joe powers out at 1. And now Casey getting her face kicked in by Cora. Cora pretty impressive so far. I would say, oh no, gets her up, face plant, pay dirt. But Casey go right back up. Oh, into an Irish whip. Gonna go under, goes over. Oh, and runs right into her. Unable to connect with that and finish up that move there. And now Casey trying to get some momentum back on her side, and a running spear into the corner. And gonna get her up and slam her back down. Normally she tries to go for a power bomb out of that. Did not do that this time. Well, Casey Joe with the counter again. Oh, it has her rocked. Cora is rocked right now. Has her up, and a GTH from Casey Joe, and no! Cora kicks out at 2. Cora in her debut trying to go the limit. Oh no, we saw this. The cloverleaf locked in. Has her tied up. Didn't do a lot of damage to those legs, so she might be able to sneak out of it. We'll see if she does. Although it looks like Cora here struggling. No! Able to power her out. Use some leverage on her side, and then uses that same knee to drive it into the chin of Casey Joe. Uh-oh. We got a comeback here, folks. Cora Jade, a series of clotheslines, catches the leg, spin her around, and a takedown. And into the cover. Hook at the far leg. No. Trying to steal a fast one there is Cora Reeves. And now Reeves, oh, no, countered there. Reeves going for some offense. Casey with the counter. And, oh my goodness, the power slam into the ropes. Cora having to just retreat to the outside, but Casey Joe telling her to get up. Casey Joe getting a head start. Tope to the face. I don't think she got all of it, but she definitely got enough. That's for sure. Casey Joe. Air Joe, as they say. And now, oh, nice block there. Both these women have to get back in the ring. You can't win the match on the outside. And nobody wants them to win by countout, that's for sure. Oh, Cora now with the counter. Right hand lands perfectly. Casey, though, gonna chuck her back in the ring. Casey be that type of person, doesn't want to finish this on the outside, and we saw this earlier. Oh, a counter there. Cora counters in a series of punt kicks to the nose. And a nice running knee strike. A modified Obama Yang for the 3 count, and Cora Reeves in her debut picks up 2 points in the B1 Climax. Take a look at that pay dirt early on that you saw, and there it is, that Obama Yang knee strike. We don't know what she calls it yet, but that's a beautiful shot straight to the nose. And Cora in her debut picking up 2 points, adding on to Paige's total, giving her to 4 now, with a huge victory over Casey Joe. And honestly, that has to settle it for Joe. It's going to be kind of an uphill battle from here. She has one more matchup against Kay Storm in week 7. Cora Reeves has one more match against Sammy Stone. So we'll see if she's able to continue their winning ways. But congratulations to a debuting Cora Reeves. So now let's head over to our second debut of the night. Erie is now taking the place of San Annie as she goes one-on-one with the leader of Block A, Tiffany White. Whoa. And folks, you've heard this right. This is no longer going to be San Annie taking on Tiffany White. This is the official debut of Erie making her way down to the ring. Erie taking the place of San Annie after she suffered that injury backstage after her match with Kay Storm. We just saw how well that works out as Cora Reeves picking up her win. Her first win, rather, in Ring the Bell, due to Paige and Fernum leaving the tournament. And now, you have quite an interesting development here. First off, that picture of that random dude really threw me off in the beginning of the entrance. I kind of love that entrance, though. I'm digging it. As now Erie, normally a tag team wrestler, she has a tag team partner, who I believe is named Backlund, not qualifying for the tournament, obviously. I mean, neither did Erie to start with, but now she has the opportunity to pick up a series of points and potentially make it into the semifinals. She's on track. But of course, she's going to have to go through the leader of Block A in order to do so. Tiffany White, currently with 8 points, has victories over, I guess, just basically everybody except her tag team partner, Tiffany Love. She's picked up, she defeated Paige and Fernum. She's pinned Sammy Stone. She's pinned Casey Joe and Kay Storm. So 4 huge singles victories from the tag champ, Tiffany White. As we head into what is her final matchup of the tournament, she's got that Week 7 bye, which means she can cement her spot right here with a victory. Getting up, clearly getting to 10 points. It's kind of a magic number. We saw Rebecca Wicked do it last night. And now Tiffany White has the opportunity to hit that magic 10 and secure her spot in the final, well, the semifinals rather. Of course, the top 2 competitors from each block will meet in one more one-on-one matchup. The winner of that moves on to the finals, and the winner of the finals gets an opportunity at Paige and Fernum at our first major pay-per-view. And a nice knee strike combo there from Tiffany White, and there's Tiffany with a big boot. So welcome to RTBW, Erie. And now here we go. Erie, though, on the outside trying to capitalize. Going to throw her back in. Now, Erie picking up 6 points from San Annie, who surprised all of us by making it as far as she did. Unfortunately, due to her the 2 cracked ribs and 1 fractured wrist, is unable to finish. And now Erie put in a really good spot. Basically just inherited 2nd place. So, you know, we haven't seen much from Erie yet, but if she can capitalize, I mean, obviously she has an uphill battle here. She does have to face both members of TPW in her final 2 matches, and a nice elbow drop. She has Tiffany Love on night 7. Tonight she has Tiffany White. Arguably, Tiffany White's been on fire. She only has lost by countout so far. Has not been pinned, has not submitted, and has not, well, I mean, really has only lost by countout. And you can argue that would be basically she's playing a really perfect, or as perfect as you can get, field so far. And folks, don't forget to vote in the chat who you think is going to walk away with 2 points at the end of this matchup. It's looking more and more like Tiffany White as we keep going, but if you think Erie's going to come out with an upset, feel free to put a 1 in the chat. And if you think Tiffany White's going to walk away with her 9th and 10th point, feel free to put a 2. Tiffany White now. Been all white so far, all control. And oh, there we go. Runs right into a knee as soon as I say something. And a nice springboard diving forearm tackle. Or shoulder block tackle, rather. Erie just propelling herself back over that top rope. Now Tiffany White with the counter. A little bit too much offense down there. Didn't mix it up as much. And now White going to capitalize here. Got her against the ropes. And now disaster kick. Perfectly landed disaster kick. But Erie gets right up. Trying not to sell that kick. Trying not to let Tiffany White know how much damage was done there. But clearly unable to capitalize. White now getting a running head start and a beautiful kick to the side of the head. White now into the cover. And a kick out at 2. Now White trying to get the crowd on her side. They're booing her here in the stadium tonight. But I mean, I haven't heard too much negativity online about TPW. And a nice rising knee. TPW honestly have been holding their own in singles competition here, despite being the tag team champions. And it's okay to have hope. Erie's still in this matchup. I say that as she's getting kicked in the head violently. But, you know, it's not over till it's over here in Ring the Bell Wrestling. We have seen comebacks before. And honestly, I would say that given that there's not much scouting out on Erie, this might... Oh, wait a sec. Tiffany White setting up. We saw this. Spinning into the cutter. Into the cover. Hook of the far leg. 2 and no. Erie saying, I have a little bit more left in the tank, sir. Let's keep the ball rolling. No. We saw this. Into the neck breaker. Float over. Last chance where he puts herself in between Erie and the ropes. Perfect ring position there by the veteran, Tiffany White. This could be it. Is she going to tap? We wouldn't blame Erie if she tapped right here. And no! You saw she raised that hand there, looking for a tap out. Instead was able to grab onto the arm of Tiffany White, breaking it up, and a nice overhead suplex from the champ. Erie just rolling to the outside, trying to create some space again. Erie with the counter. Trying to get some offense here on the outside of the ring. And there we go, just chucking her to the other side. That's how you create some space. Hefina up to a 3 count in this. And here we go. Uh-oh. Spin around neck breaker. Hits it out of nowhere, and that might be it. 2 and 3. Tiffany White, in her final matchup of the tournament, has secured a spot in first place and will be advancing to the semifinals. Erie in a heck of a debut. Unfortunately, couldn't get a lot going out of the gate as that beautiful float over neck breaker is able to pick up the 3.
Here is your winner, Tiffany White.
Tiffany White updating the brackets now, or the standings rather, and now 10 points very clearly in the driver's seat. And with that loss from Erie, that's 6 points that she inherited, are unfortunately going to stay at 6. She has a shot for second place if she can make it to 8. But we'll have to find out on our next show. But it's now time for your main event of Pool A. Block A. K-Storm. The quite controversial K-Storm. Taking on Tiffany Love to close off the pool.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Pearl River, Mississippi, K-Storm.
K-Storm, of course, at the center of controversy tonight. After her loss to San Annie the previous night, she did take liberties into her own hands, at least we believe, and took her out of the tournament completely. We have no eyewitnesses, no video footage, other than what San Annie has told us. And unfortunately, that according to upper management, that did not seem like enough proof to get K-Storm banned from the tournament.
And from San Francisco, California, the Rebel, Tiffany Love.
But could you imagine if we not only had to get rid of 2 other competitors, San Annie and Paige, but also have to replace K-Storm? A lot of controversy, a lot of wild stuff happening here in Block A. Now, it looks like Sammy Stone has the night off here. She heads to her final week of competition next, or final night of competition for night 7. Either way, Tiffany Love, not loving her performances so far, has 4 points. So needless to say, the winner of this match sets himself up really well for that second place finish in the tournament. Right now, Tiffany White has 10. Erie staying at 6, which means that really between these two, this match right here is definitely going to decide who's in second place and who's going to join Casey Joe and Cora Reeves in third. And oh, what a time to come in for Cora Reeves. And here we go, folks. Let's get it on. Who do you guys think is walking away with 2 points in our main event for Block A? Is it Kay Storm or is it Tiffany Love? Feel free to let your voice be heard in the comments section to the right of your screen. 1 for Storm, 2 for Love, and 3 for a swerve double count out. Dom wins. And here we go, a nice running forearm shot there. And a second forearm shot. And a running clothesline. Not doing as much damage there. Storm trying to hulk up there. And Love with a rising knee. There you go, Love Irish whips into the corner. Going up and over. Up and over again. And there we go. That spin kick into the basement drop kick. Hefina, the ref, calling the action right there. Making sure that all of the action is clean. Of course, now Kay Storm has to be on watch after what she allegedly did to San Annie following her loss last night. And let's take a look at who these two have beaten so far. Kay Storm pinning Paige Infernum and Sammy Stone, 2 of the biggest names in our women's division. Of course, coming up short against Tiffany White and San Annie. And then on the other side of things, Tiffany Love picking up victories against Sammy Stone and her tag partner Tiffany White in week 1 due to count out. So Love has not had as much, I guess, success as her tag team partner has so far. I mean, that's to say the least. She's White basically ran a perfect bracket. Rebecca Wicked gonna try to do that tonight. It's a nice float over neck breaker there. Here we go though, Love coming back up, ducks that clothesline there. But Kay coming back and just gonna shoulder tackle her there. And now Storm with a whip and a high knee to the gut. Here we go. Kay Storm now gonna work on that arm. We saw her win with the crossface, tapping Paige Infernum out in week 2. And Storm just stomping away. Oh, she's going up to the top. Let's see if she can fly. Here we go. She's going up. She's having her... Oh, no. Never mind. A little bit too far away. Love came to her senses a little too far from where Kay wanted her as far as positioning goes. Is going to go up and over. Float around and a neck breaker. Perfectly connects. Love stumbling back up onto her feet. Kay going to meet her, though, and try to take that arm again and stomping it. That very unnatural way that the foot lands on the arm, sending the arm into an uncomfortable position. And now, uh-oh, Kay grabbed her. Oh, Storm Drain! Storm Drain! Out of nowhere. Here we go, into the cover, hook at the far leg, and no. Tiffany Love, though, kicking out of nowhere. Uh-oh, we saw this. Eye of the Storm! Wait, no, that's not... That was the Cyclone. And that's going to be it. Kay Storm bouncing back and picking up 2 points. Take a look at that. Storm Drain right into the Cyclone knee. One more time for good measure. Kay Storm not making a lot of friends here in the tournament, but she is making points. That now ties her for second place going into night 7. Gotta say, A huge victory that Storm definitely needed. And now we move on to Pool B, as now we go from one to the other. Can Rebecca Wicked complete the perfect run? 12 straight points. We'll find out here as she goes one-on-one with Kelsey P.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, Kelly P.
And there's Kelsey P already booking it down to the ring. Already ready to go. Kelsey has had a hard bit of time. She was actually, RTBW officials have found out that she accidentally has had 2 buys in the tournament. Don't know how that happened. So week 7 she has to, or night 7 she has to have 2 matches. And we'll get more on that as time goes on. And while Rebecca Wicked has no music, let's take a look at the bracket. As you can see here, here is the bracket. Block A up top. Oh, there we go. That's a little bit better for you guys. You see Tiffany White has officially clinched the leadership of Block A, pulling away with 10 points. No way anybody can pick up 4 points in a night. And so we'll see if Erie or K-Storm can pull away with 8, or if we have to do some tiebreakers. And then let's scroll down to Block B down here. As you see Britt Baller with 4. Sarah trying to pick up her first points of the night. Tonight. Rebecca Wicked looking to complete the perfect score. Kelsey P, only 2 points. But again, because of that oversight, has missed a couple of weeks of action, or nights of action rather, and we will get that sorted out with her double header on night 7. More importantly, who do you guys think is walking away with the 2 points up for grabs here in the opening matchup of Block B? Is it Kelsey P or is it Rebecca Wicked? I mean, honestly, my money's on Rebecca Wicked. She has been on fire since this tournament began. Has not lost a single match. And a high knee there. Landing perfectly. There you go, nice right hand. Rebecca Wicked, if you are not familiar with any of these 2 women, I would have to say that a very easy, educated guess would be on Rebecca Wicked. This woman has been on fire. 5 straight victories in the tournament. She's normally in tag team action as one half the Twisted Sisters, but has found a lot of single success here so far in the tournament. There you go, Rebecca Wicked going up, and a nice, Kung Fu kick from the top rope, landing perfectly on the jaw of Kelsey. Now, here we go, a series of stomps. Stomp in the mud hole. And a nice right hand, a series of rights. Kick to the gut. Wicked now Irish whip into the corner. A nice spin kick there. High knee. And a spinning roundhouse kick. She has the strength. She has the striking. Some would say this woman is goated with the sauce. And the Poison Rana connects. This could be it, honestly. Oh, wait a sec. Rope break. Hey, look. Hefina actually saw the rope break this time. Of course, we forget 2 nights ago with that rope break contra. Oh, no. Already, the wicked kiss of death. And, folks, I gotta believe this could be it. Into the cover. Hook of the far leg. And it's over. It is official. Rebecca Wicked has run the gauntlet and is now a perfect 6 for 6 with a perfect 12 points. No music, just the crowd. Not really that surprised, to be honest with you.
Here is your winner, the Superstar.
Rebecca Wicked now sets herself up in an incredible position here to walk away with this whole tournament. Is on fire. She has a bye next week. You literally can't write this stuff, folks. She has a bye next week. Same thing with Tiffany White leading the other block. It's just perfect timing. Both of these women are going to be very well rested for their semifinals matchup, and honestly, I would say that they deserve it, given how well they've performed so far. You know, give that second place person a little bit more of a, gives them at least a bit more of an advantage going into that matchup. But let's talk about this next matchup here. Angel Sapphire going one-on-one with the Sultan. And folks, this is going to be a good one. I just have a really good feeling. We saw a good one last night. Both Angel Sapphire and the Sultan in huge matches.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Ann Arbor, Michigan, Angel, the Rockstar Princess.
We saw the Sultan have match of the night last night. Arguably match of the tournament with Rebecca Wicked. And now, Angel Sapphire looking to have a match of the night for herself. As I'm updating the brackets here, it is a very clear, yes, a very clear 12 points for Rebecca Wicked. Going to launch herself into first place, guaranteed. So we know that night 7 will be basically for second place as we head into our semifinals and finals on night 8.
And from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, the Great Sheikh.
And here comes the Sultan down to the ring. What has to be one of the most impressive rookies so far. Honestly, the record hasn't shown it. I'm a little disappointed in, but she has to be one of my new favorites here in Ring the Bell Wrestling in this upcoming year. The Sultan, 2 victories so far, 2 and 3. Angel Sapphire coming in 2 and 2. This is Rakisha's last match as well, due to the issues with Kelsey P that we talked about earlier, her getting a second bye. The Sultan never received a bye, and therefore this will be her final matchup. Of course, the Sultan will be facing off against Cora Reeves at the Slammy Awards. And our first major pay-per-view back. And folks, who do you think is going to be 2 points richer by the end of this matchup? Is it the Sultan or is it Angel Sapphire? It's up to you guys to let me know. Type it over there in the chat and we'll see who walks away in a better position than when they came with. And there we go, a nice, beautiful disaster kick by the Rockstar, Angel Sapphire. And a nice counter there by the Sultan. There we go, overhead throw. Sapphire just trying to stay afloat here. Angel Sapphire picking up big wins over Sarah and Eve Sparks. The Sultan picking up big wins against both members of Hugging and Kicking. And folks, I'm taking a look at the bracket here. Basically, with Eve Sparks having the bye tonight, there is no... I mean, the winner of this matchup has a real good shot at making second place. I don't know if the loser is going to have that easy of a time trying to make up for it. I mean, there's a few things that could happen if everybody with 6 points loses and one of these 4-pointers can come away. We'll find out. But the Sultan really does need this because she has no other opportunities. And there we go, into the cover, hook of the fire. It's like she can hear me, you know? The Sultan really, at this point, with no other matches left on the calendar for her, needs to walk away with a victory tonight. Because if she cannot, then her time is done. Angel Sapphire's a potential 8 points left. Oh my goodness, she can potentially get up to 8 with a win tonight, and then a win over Kelsey P in that doubleheader on week 7. So needless to say, Sapphire has a real good shot of making it in the semifinals. That's right, due to the scheduling issues with Kelsey P earlier on, the Sultan never received a bye, and this is her final matchup in the tournament. However, she has definitely been signed to a contract and will be appearing at the Slammy Awards to take on the recently debuted Cora Reeves. There go the Sultan now, as Sapphire in the power. Oh my goodness, the Destroyer! The Saudi Destroyer. Angel pops up into a DDT. Angel trying not to stay on the mat. Oh no. She just taunted at the worst possible time. And a big locomotive clothesline in the corner and a big bulldog afterwards. And the Sultan going up. That's never a good sign. Frog splash misses. There's no water in the pool. And Sapphire 360 code breaker. 1, 2, no. Usually that move finishes people off, but it's going to take a little bit more to do to the Sultan. A beautiful twisted bliss from the top, and only a 1 count now. Wow. The Sultan. Uh-oh. Here we go. It's comeback time. I don't know why she would be doing a comeback right now. She's had control over the last minute. But a beautiful sweep of the legs trying to keep the Sultan grounded. Oh, we saw this before. A beautiful DDT. And now this is it. One more 360 into the cover. Hook of the far leg. 2, and no. The Sultan kicks out again. I don't know how, but the Sultan kicks out at 2. And there we go, off the middle rope. Connects perfectly. Oh, big right. Here's a big forearm shot. And the Sultan just chucking her into the barricade. Hefina up to 3. Let's see. And there you go, 4. But the Sultan coming back outside, and she's met with the shotgun dropkick. Sapphire sending her back in the ring. And now the Sultan DDT'd again by Angel Sapphire. Now it looks like Sapphire, she might be going for a submission. No, she's going to grab the arm. Cero Miedo. Zero Fear arm breaker. She's going for it again. Here it is. Cero Miedo. Oh, hello. Gonna pop it into the moonsault, but the Sultan rolls out of the way. And, oh no, the caught her for a power bomb. The strength of the Sultan, the strength of Sapphire on full display on that one. It looked like she was going for that running Famouser. that we've seen before. But no, Sapphire instead catches her in that powerbomb position. There you go, Sapphire now up to the top. Let's see what she's going for here. Moonsault. No, twist. No! She overcorrected on that Twisted Bliss and hits it. Oh no, octopus time. The octopus stretch in the center of the ring. She's been doing damage to those arms. Is the Sultan gonna tap? The Sultan not in a good space right now. That's for sure. Hefina asking her, but no, the Sultan sneaks out into a powerful side slam. Oh no, we saw this. The end of days. Or a Sultan's end. Into the cover. 2 and no! A little bit of life still left in Angel Sapphire. Oh no, has her up. Oh, take a look at that maneuver there. Trying to go for the submission now with the back torture. That modified back rack. But no, Sapphire slips out. Irish whip now. Oh, big high knee. Meets her in the corner. Oh, the Sultan gets out of it in a basement drop kick to the forehead. Sapphire rolling to the ropes, trying to pull herself up. Oh, but the Sultan sent to the outside. Sapphire going up. She doesn't see Sapphire. And a nice forearm shot. It looks like the Sultan is stunned again after that double axe handle from the top rope. Uh-oh, Sultan counters. Just tries to truck her there. Oh, spear, dodges the spear. Oh, both women now getting back in. And, oh no, the vice grip. Look at that vice grip just locked in. And slamming her face first. That vice grip slowing down the match for sure. Here we go, Irish whip into the big boot. Look at the strength. Even this late into the matchup, and the Sultan still has the upper body strength to just pick up a grown woman and chuck her on the mat. That's nearly going about 7.5 feet into the air. Maybe closer to 8. No, we've seen this before. Here comes that split-legged Moon Sultan. One, 2, and 3. The Sultan, in her final match of the tournament, has cemented herself an opportunity to at least aim for second place. And we'll see what happens as the match goes on. But your winner, the Sultan. Beautiful DDT there. A nice Sultan's end. And there's the Moon Sultan. Connecting right at the end. I think she had a little bit more left in the tank too. But Angel Sapphire did not.
Here is your winner, the Great Sheik.
The Sultan now adding the final 2 points to her total. Now moving on, let's head on to our main event. It is teammate versus teammate, friend versus friend, hugging versus kicking. It's Britt and Sarah one-on-one in our main event of Night 6.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Salem, Massachusetts,
And there is the whole native. And for another matchup here, this one though going to be a little bit different than usual. At least I'd say so. We've seen now, this is our third tag team that has gone one-on-one with each other. We saw the champs, TPW, do it in our opening match of night 1. And then we saw night 2, or later on, when Eve Sparks went one-on-one with Rebecca Wicked and the Twisted Sisters. And now, full circle, Britt versus Sarah, hugging versus kicking. That H on her chest does not stand for hugging. She's normally the kicking type. But speaking of the hug, here she comes, folks.
From Texas, America's sweetheart, Sarah.
Sarah looking for her first 2 points in this tournament. She has so far suffered 4 losses. Has had a real hard time out of the gate. But if there's one opponent that she knows best, it's her tag team partner, Brittany. As Britt and Sarah now. You see how slowly she's coming down to the ring. I don't think either one of these two women feel necessarily 100% comfortable doing this much damage to their tag partner. So we'll see how this turns out. But yes, the final tag team in the tournament is now going to implode. Well, not implode. That's more of a Death Watch term. Are now going to go one-on-one for the chance for 2 points. Here we go, folks. Let's get it going. Jeff the ref, ring the bell. And here we go. These two tag team partners are going at it. Who do you guys think is walking away in our main event with 2 points? Is it Sarah or Britt? Let me know in the comment section to the right of your screen. And it's going to bring up 2 very interesting points. If you're a tag team, you know, at this stage in the game, you're obviously not going to go too hard against each other. Oh, man, a chop block as soon as I say that. Brittany trying to decapitate, or trying to take the leg out in a beautiful moonsault float over reverse DDT. Off the springboard there. You'd have to think, if you're Britt, do you go a little easy and let Sarah finally get her first 2 points on the board? Or if you're Sarah, do you go a little easy and give your tag partner the opportunity? Oh my goodness, a twisting corkscrew misses. Beautiful twisting corkscrew off the top to the outside, and Sarah just lets her fall. Yes, if you're Sarah, do you let Britt kind of have an easier go at it this time around? Because if she picks up 6 points, or 2 points, she puts her at 6, and therefore could propel her, you know, same thing as we said with Angel Sapphire before. The first person to get to 8 points is more than likely going to be moving on to the semifinals. Which means, does Sarah try to help aid Britt in her, you know, at least if one of us can't, you know, if we both can't win, at least one of us can, sort of situation there. And a nice little twisted little jawbreaker there. Turned into a neck breaker, rather. And Britt now stomping away at the chest of Sarah. Sarah's having a hard time out of the gate again. And Brittany just has her number right here. Nope, there we go. Sarah, though, gonna counter into a nice fall-away slam. Nope, Brittany kips up right into the arms of Sarah and gonna chuck her halfway across the ring. Okay, now Brittany, Irish whip in the corner. Gonna run in a nice cross body there. Puts her right out on the apron, but Sarah able to come back. Double butterfly, float over, suplex into the cover hook of no legs, but has both arms, and that's only going to be 2. Sarah looks like finally trying to get some offense in here. Seemed to have momentum on her side. But in the last minute or so, it looks like Brittany has been able to counter back, get her positioning back. Sarah rolls to the outside trying to create some space. Brittany gonna follow her though. With some elbow shots, some chops, some punches, and some kicks, and a nice head scissors there. Brittany now, nice moonsault. Oh, misses the split though on the floor. That can't be easy. That's gotta hurt a ton. Sarah now whipping Brittany into the barricade. Trying to get some space. And DDT to the arm. Into the salt of the earth. She's gonna look for that disarmer. It's not been giving her a lot of luck so far, but she's gonna be looking for it. You gotta start doing damage to the arm now. It's a very smart move there by Sarah. And Sarah gonna just chuck Brittany. Jeff the ref up to 7. I think Sarah's going to look for a count-out victory here. No, but Brittany able to get back in the ring at 8. And now Brittany with a nice side slam there. There we go, Brittany now trying to come back. Sarah in the blocking position. Irish whip. Float over. Come back around and a nice neck breaker. Oh, but Sarah counters. I think she was going for that running, we saw that running on Prettier the last couple of nights. Oh, Sarah just standing there. Letting Brittany hit her and kicks her right in the forehead. A little bit of resentment there from Sarah. Doesn't know if she... Oh no, 6:30! We've seen this one before. 2 and 3! And Sarah, once again, unable to pick up some points. But Brittany now in a pretty good spot heading into the final week, or the final night of competition. And Brittany picking up a victory over her tag team partner. Sarah just couldn't do it. I have to think there's a little bit of just holding back, that Sarah just could not get over that mental hump to do anything of significant damage to her tag partner. And Brittany able to come out as the better partner tonight. At least the better out of the two. Either way, your winner. And now battling for second place is Britt Baller. And now to end the night, let's head over to the standings one more time. You see over here in Block B, Baller, Sparks, and the Sultan all tied with 6 points. With, wow, believe it or not, Eve Sparks and Britt Baller basically a second place. Gonna be battling for second place of Block B. That's pretty interesting. I didn't even realize that. You see there, the winner of that match will get 8. Which means that basically that the Sultan, with this win from Brittany, is statistically out of the tournament. Of course, so ending on a positive note, Angel Sapphire has some possible... She can get a possible 6 points, but it does not look like she's going to be able to make it. And Kelsey P can get 6, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen either. So really, it's going to come down to Britt Baller and Eve Sparks on night 7. And taking a look one more time up at Block A. Nothing too crazy to report. K-Storm and Sammy Stone both tied with 6, and we'll see if either one of them can pull away to get to 8, or if we need a tiebreaker. Either way, folks, thank you for watching night 6 of the B1 Climax. I have been Excalibur, and we'll see you guys next time.